For today's podcast, our first topic is going to be lessons that we've learned from failures. So for me, I was in pharmacy school in 2015, and throughout my whole academic life, I would always put in like 200% effort. And I think when I got to pharmacy school, it was just way too much, and I eventually burned out, and that caused me to have some issues down the line. So I guess the moral of the story is you want to don't push yourself so hard, and the key is to like take it easy. So
Well,
yeah,
I don't know. I might have like a little bit of a disagreement there. I think you
yeah,
should try hard for like your goals.
yeah, yeah.
But what I'm saying is like if you try to do something, like if you actually have a goal that you want to achieve, you
Hmm.
should go 100%. But you also got to be sure that that's the goal you want.
Yeah. So I would say what I should say is you definitely should try hard. But what I'm saying is you have to not put too much pressure on yourself, which was my mistake that I learned from, which is I put way immense amount of pressure. I put way too much pressure on myself to succeed and pass pharmacy school and really do something that I wasn't even interested in doing in the first place, which is to be a pharmacist. Uh, so I wasn't, pharmacy wasn't for me. And I think
Yeah.
people have to really go with something that they actually have enjoyment in instead of going into a job that is not aligning with their passion or anything like that. Because I was told to. I mean, I wanted to get a music degree when I first went to college.
Okay.
I was really passionate about music at the time. Like, music wasn't really seen as something that could be very profitable, I guess. But
Yeah.
my belief is do anything you want, and if you have a passion for it, you'll make it work.
That is one thing that you're mentioning that's
Hmm.
really good to keep in mind is
Hmm.
learning how to get good at something.
Yeah.
Because that's a skill that I'm starting to realize that I need to kind of learn,
Hmm.
and I'm trying to like use like me learning guitar like 3 years ago. Like I had no idea how to
Hmm.
even touch an instrument,
Yeah.
and then I learned it, but I learned it because I practiced. So it's like learning a skill. For example, like in our field, like technically right now, me and you are like practicing a
Hmm.
skill set of learning how to make videos and how to like improve this craft. Because I'm
Oh
assuming
yeah,
you.
we're practicing even making podcasts. I think podcasts is a great way, to get better at not only talking in videos but giving speeches, and also like even doing maybe stand-up comedy, really, honestly, like anything to
Yeah.
do with talking. So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. I don't know about
yeah,
stand-up comedy, but we are
yeah.
definitely like honing these skills right now,
Hmm.
and that's something that we need to do if we want to make this work. Like it's like getting better at the skill set
Hmm.
to like because I'm gonna be honest, these podcasts were like probably like the first 50 episodes are gonna be like
Yeah.
unstructured and probably like we're working the niches, so it's gonna be
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
But but that's helping us hopefully in the future create better content that people will actually want to watch. So that's how I see it. Like it's all about being able to get good. One of the skills that I think people like even myself we need to like learn how to do is get better at doing something that.
People don't know how to improve, really. They don't understand that to improve means even if you fail, you have to get back up and do it again. Like that's how you improve. I
Yeah.
know some people that will try something and then they might do good and like at first, and then they fail and then they just never touch it again.
You don't need to work hard, you just need to work consistently.
Yes,
Work hard for your
consistency is
dreams.
definitely the key. Consistency is definitely the key, because if you're consistent, you're working like a lot more than if you just did it maybe like intensely for a week or something and then just
Yeah.
stopped.
Like work hard for your dreams, like work consistently to get better at a skill is what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but talking about like failures, I guess, or like learning lessons from failures, and hopefully this part of the podcast doesn't go viral and then they end up seeing it. But I
Mm-hmm.
developed, I developed feelings for someone, and I I didn't expect it. It was unexpected. Like we've been friends for a while, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We game together often, and like it was like one of those things where it's just supposed to be a friendship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, now here's where the lesson comes in, because previously, like years ago, like 4 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
there was like a person that that I ended up falling for, and we had like that became a relationship for a little bit, but it was someone who I really loved, right? And one of the things that I did during that time was journal it, right? I was journaling most of that journey. I I told this person how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the one thing that I wanted to change separately from like the other situation that I'm thinking about is like I don't want to ruin this friendship, because that's one regret I have, is ruining like that friendship bond that I built with like the last person that I no longer have any contact with. We
Mm-hmm.
don't talk or anything,
Yeah.
and that's gone. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that to happen with this situation.
I would say for this kind of situation, if you already know like she doesn't reciprocate the same feelings, I
Yeah.
would try to, not pursue like a relationship. Yeah, if this girl is very important to you and you don't want to like lose the friendship, then I would say just keep doing what you're doing now. Just like, have fun with playing Fortnite with her and doing all those fun things. Yeah, it's just it is tough. It is tough though. I empathize with you where it's like you have this crush and you think and she doesn't feel the same way, and it's very difficult to just kind of hang around her sometimes when
That,
when like it's not going to work out. Uh
that's
but
actually interesting. Can I
yeah.
ask you something?
Sure.
Okay. So I kind of had this weird debate with someone about crushes. So like
Mhm.
what do you count as a crush? Because in my opinion, so I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about this, but there's
Mhm.
levels to this.
Yeah.
I feel like a crush is at the lower end, and what I
Mhm.
feel for this person is above a crush.
Well, there's a whole like difference between like having a crush versus like being infatuated with someone versus like loving someone. They're like all kind of different things a little
Yeah.
bit. So I would say, like for instance, my first crush. First, I was attracted to her like physically, just like from a physical standpoint, and I
Yeah.
always liked. And then the other thing is, I enjoyed talking with her because she was fun to be around. But like in terms of an actual relationship, I'm not sure how that would go because I feel like we wouldn't really develop actual feelings of like love, I guess you could say.
Right.
So the my last relationship I was in, I had the opposite effect where I felt not as attracted to her physically, but like she grew on me. It's like our personalities like meshed
Yeah.
really well. Like we could share whatever we wanted with each other. So I would say like that's more along the lines of being in love with someone. And also, I mean, having a crush doesn't mean you're not in love with them, but just having a crush means you're like describe it
Giddy.
really. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, giddy. Yeah. So there's that. And then as the relationship progresses,
Uh-huh.
you just get more attached to each other, but you might not get the same like butterflies, but the love feeling will be stronger.
But here's my thing though.
Mhm.
I there's another thing that's been on my mind
Mhm.
regarding this situation, is that
Yeah.
this whole thing caught me off guard, but it also it's kind of been fucking with my content, because like I'm trying to like create ideas like these past months, like since like December, I've been so focused on content. Like I was streaming like every day for a while, for
Yeah.
like a few months. I
Yeah.
was like jumping to YouTube to create more content. I kind of
Mhm.
slowed down on that a little bit because I want
Mm-hmm.
to create like long form content, and
Yeah.
I'm not doing that because I'm just like it's kind of like I kind of thinking about like these feelings, and that's something that I don't want to do. I don't want to have to like let's say like I take the advice of like there's other fish in the sea basically, and
Yeah.
then like look for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
That just means taking more time away from creating content. Like the goal, that I want is to be a content creator and make money off of this. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
this is taking time from that. So like to me it's like it doesn't even feel worth it to try to like find other people. I would just rather like either like deal with these feelings, keep these feelings,
Mm-hmm.
because at least if I can learn to live with these feelings,
Uh-huh.
then I won't think about it. I'll just like keep doing my own stuff and create content and like. But if I know if I fall, I create a crush for someone else, it's gonna be like a whole cycle of like
Well, there's a
neglecting
third
content
option where
for
you
that.
just don't do anything and you continue making your content and not letting your feelings like, you know,
Yeah,
prevent you
well
from
that's the
making
plan.
content. Yeah.
That is the
So,
plan. It's like I
yeah.
want to create content and I have to like learn to like
Mhm.
I don't even know. It's not even accept because I kind of accept the outcome. I don't
Yeah.
feel too sad anymore. I just
Yeah, you
feel
have to learn
like
to accept the outcome. That's you said it yourself, yeah. That's what you got to do.
before we end it though, I do want to say this, and
Mhm.
I'm saying this as like Axel on in 2026, hopefully,
Mhm.
because I do like to rewatch like videos from the future, and
Mhm.
I know you're gonna be watching
Mhm.
Axel from the future, and if
Mhm.
this, I'm assuming you're editing this. If you don't cut this out, uh, you know, I do want to say to you, man, listen, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it as a content creator.
Mhm.
You just gotta, focus on your content, man. Cause like it's crazy, bro. Like I have so many ideas. That's another thing that I want to talk about real quick
Mhm.
before we end this.
Sure.
Is that there's people keep telling me to like find a niche, find a niche, find a niche, and work on that.
Yeah.
But I don't like being restricted. I
Yeah.
don't like that idea that I need to find a niche.
Mhm.
I just want to make content that I would like that day,
Yeah.
Like one day like for example, one day I want to be playing with like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and make some video about that, and then the next day I want to go ghost hunting,
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
that makes
just an
sense.
example. I don't care about like either one of those things.
Mhm.
So
Well,
so
I'm sure
yeah,
you can
so
do it.
just
I'm sure you can do it. I'm pretty sure we're gonna make another video after this, and I'm gonna edit this part in, and I'm gonna compare it with another video we do in the future, and we'll see how much you've grown since then.
yeah.
I
Yeah, we
guess I'll
still
say for
gotta
me, right now it's 2026, and for my future, I hope to be a way better musician, way better like improviser, way better composer, actually make my music career into something. So that's what my goals are. Um, and
That's
hopefully it
beautiful.
happens relatively soon. or at least within 5 years. Yeah.
Same. Well, that has been it has been a great podcast, and you know we're signing out right now, so see you guys.
All right, see ya.